Welcome to Zelda Dawn and Dusk. It took me a while to configure this. Oddly enough, it took me more to configure the controller itself than the emulator. It was pretty straightforward. Anyways, this has been floating around for quite a while now. I had plans to play it, but never found the time. Not long ago, there stood a magnificent kingdom rivaled by no other. Conflict was unknown to its inhabitants over the course of time, however. Conflicts over power rose within the gain power. Those in the west attempted to tame the legendary creature of immense strength. Those in the east voiced concerns early this creature wasn't safe to handle precariously. Suddenly, the beasts of Dusk escaped from the west and attacked the east without mercy, burning it to ash. Those in the west followed the beast into war, persuaded by its dark presence. Such a conflict seemed like it would never end. Then against all odds, the Priestess of Dawn rose against the Beast of Dusk and forced it to deep slumber, forcing the weakened west to retreat, whatever. In this array and ruin, the kingdom fell apart into two. I would prefer if they let me just press A, but whatever. This came about the Dawn side of the east and the antithesis, the Dusk side of the west. Knowing the beast of the Dusk side could awaken at any moment, the descendants of the priestess began to train for the inevitable. What is this, Fire Emblem? Alright. It's time for the courageous boy to put that training to use. Boy. Sorry. Cool. Hopefully everything is just set up properly. The white screen is different on this emulator than the other one. I mean, it's still Project 64, but it's a bit different. Can I check this? Alright. Ronaldo does everything known about the Dusk itself. Traveling from dark side to the dark side has many dangers. It is advised to put a proper sword and shield. For heat and cold, finally to bring down to the effective portion and release it. You may not think you need them until it's too late. Alright. I hear you, boss. Again, Ocarina of Time ROM hack. I will prefer Majora's, but it's probably a bit more complex. Anyways, how much do I know about this thing? Nothing really. So a bit. Some people play it, but then I'm like, I'm not going to say anything because I want to play it for myself. That was a long time ago, but at least now we're getting around to play it. Hey there. Oh, are you off on your quest? I suppose you have been training for quite a while now. Be safe. Sure, nothing weird about a child going into a dangerous adventure. The Middle Ages was a weird time. Anyone could die at a given moment. I know that adventure lies beyond. Really? Is this a... I don't have stupid gauntlets. Well, now we know where to go back in case we get that. Oh my god. Don't mind me. Was that something over there? Kinda. Well, nothing that we can interact with at least. I think we just went here and there was it. No, apparently not. What does he say? The Dusk side. Red and blue flames burn the bones and frost bites the skin. Alright. We'll have none of this game got the Nether update first than Minecraft. Shut up. Alright. The more I see games like this, the more I think Zelda Maker is viable. I don't imagine I will be staying here much longer. That room upstairs, the door open and closes by itself. If you ask me, that means the room is haunted. Yikes. I'll bet there's a ghost trying to protect something valuable you had in that room before you passed on. Not that it makes any difference to me. I'm content with what I have. I'm happy just relaxing on a rooftop, spending my time in the sun. Well, I guess we might meet this fellow. There was another ROM hack that I wanted to play, but I'm like, might as well get this one out of the way. Even though the other one may be shorter. Dawngrove Village. Again, Zelda Maker, I will be bringing this into conversation over and over again. But I guess you could make it as efficient like a like Half-Life 2's hammer editor. Because if you think how many sequence of events you can make in hammer, we don't need to actually code per se, it's incredible. I mean, I think entire mods just rely on the efficiency that hammer just comes with itself, if that makes sense. Like you don't need to really code much or at all, especially if you think just horror mods. Can I dive long enough to get this, whatever it is, for the bottle? It should be fine. Empty bottle, cool. Alright. Just put it there. Well, everything seems pretty much the same, other than the map, which looks really nice actually. Alright, I'm just going to save for the sake of saving. Anyways, yeah, I mean, look how everything is just pretty much made out of, say, blocks. Of course, there's things like that terrain over there, but I think that can be also implemented in a similar fashion to Hammer. The problem, I think, relies mostly in how complex users are willing to make levels. But I guess it's not really up to us to judge what people can do with it. Besides, I mean, Super Mario Maker has a lot of trash levels and only a few good, so it's alright. I think I will be more interested in how to make it enticing for people to play custom dungeons. Alright. Hey, ma'am. Oh, too young. Now that I'm old, I can even use my trusty slingshot. If you happen to have some use for it, go ahead and take it with you. Huh. Well, sometimes it be like that. I'm surprised this uses the 64DD disk drive. I guess we should talk about that. And I don't know exactly how this enhances the base experience. Probably use on the using this probably use the amount of texture you can use and whatnot, or complexity, because N64 textures are usually too small. This portrait pieces your heart and soul. It's just dampy, man. Don't need to be so rude. Villager sword. Alright. This isn't really your sword, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Yeah, man. Don't do that. Ah, God damn it. Now you can save. Alright. Again, maybe it's just the textures that take advantage of the 64DD. But I don't know. I guess I will need to check what the creator actually says. What a wimpy kid. What's a wimpy kid like you doing up here, huh? You're not doing my plants any favor by standing in the way of their sunlight. Unlike you, my plants are strong. They'll live wherever or not you take away their light. From the looks of it, you probably can't even uproot one of my plants here, haha, loser. Although I heard that there's something nearby, in the nearby group, that will give even a weakling like you the strength to uproot these plants. Not that you'll last a second in there. So what do you think about your plants, bro? Oh, cool. Decosis. Say it again, bitch. Oh no, don't say it again, actually I can skip this. I guess other part that we could talk about. The Zelda main kit is the NPCs. I mean, of course, I think if you're able to make hub worlds and whatnot, You'll need to make NPCs to make things a bit more lively. And as you know, Nintendo doesn't really trust people with text fields. Like, if they are giving the users the ability to write, it's just going to be either just 24 letters or something with nothing major. But I guess you will have to make a system that just detects what words the user is saying and maybe censor the unsavory ones. Maybe giving the user the chance to say, well, censor words and censor these words, or just don't censor anything at all. I just came from here. 16 minutes and I'm still on here. Well, that's alright. I mean, for the sake of a game, that's pretty good. Because, you know, playtime and whatnot, there's things to do. For the sake of the playthrough, it's kinda boring you seeing the same thing. Can we talk about the guy? Ah, so warm, so peaceful. No. We'll have to check hotel in a second. Yeah, the low times, man. Dawngrove. A nice track, actually. Beware, the sun never sets and the creatures never sleep. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I mean, everything looks so nice. And again, the geometry isn't exactly complex, which means that you can make really cool looking environments without the need of just extremely complex geometry. That's nice. I wonder if you can get, let's say, a ragtag team of people make a demo for Nintendo, say, hey, look what we made that you can actually do and polish. I don't think that. I mean, I think it can be done, but I don't know. Well, let's just buy a fairy. Jesus. Well, I don't think I'm going to just be using money for much else. Alright, well, nah, I'm good, man. We're for a garden to be living in the middle of a forest. Well, whatever. I guess that... yeah, I was talking about NPCs. Well, I guess you can make a simple dialogue tree. Like, on a standby, this dialogue display. If certain criteria is met, this dialogue will display. Or these options will display and whatnot. Making it simple and yet complex enough for people to take advantage of. Oh, this is a very nice looking area. I mean, you may think, well, it's not that complex, but as the other couple of ROM hacks that we play, making things look good with the minimum requirements possible is not as easy as you might think. I mean, I don't know why do I want to kill this boy, but alright. Wish the music was playing, but yeah, just look at this, it's so nice. That makes me wonder how I will actually handle the, you know, the idea of room per room limits that I was mentioning in the other video. As mentioned on the other video, I guess in order to limit how much things player can put. Oh, that was too slow. In order to limit how much things a player can put in the game per se. You will have the player to make rooms, like you make a giant 3D square and it's like, okay, in this room you can put this and many objects and these many things. If you need to put more, you make another one. And then the Link walks into the next room and handles it like so. Just, you know, to avoid that Mario Maker thing where the user just puts every single enemy in the game in one single screen. I mean, sure, the Switch could handle like 2D graphics and whatnot, but I think 3D will get a bit more complex. Look at his nuts. And I guess you could argue that, I mean, I don't know Ocarina of Time, and apparently this one runs on base at 20 frames per second. So I'm guessing you could make it like, well, if you put few items in this room, the game will run at 60. If you put so many, it will run at 30. And the minimum it can run is 20 frames. And even then I will avoid that, but you know, just let users do what they want. I mean, just think in this area as a room, it doesn't have a lot of things to say the Switch run out of memory or whatever the future console Nintendo makes. Oh, nice. I guess I'm looking for this, right? Well, I just explore a little more because I think there's still a couple of things missing. Oh, there's like... Oh man, so you need to probably do all those in a quick succession. Alright, don't worry about it. Wait. What about this though? Oh, don't mind me. Come on, man. I hope it's only these three. Well, I'm guessing not. I mean, unless I'm required to use this slingshot somewhere. Wouldn't be too crazy. What about there? Nah, bro, you're gonna hit me. I think they are going to hit me. Close enough. Yo, this is music though. And the lighting is kinda grim too. I was about to say, whatever is in here, I probably don't need it, but there's another way, so... Come on, Link. Alright. Guess I'm just going to push this over here. Alright. Said it before and I said it again. Now, Nintendo 64 games, especially like Mario and Ocarina, at some points just look like Half-Life. The first one. Oh, come on. Oh, easy there, Shin Megami Tensei 4. Damn. Alright. Let's go. Great Dusk Chasm. Wow. We're moving up actually. Anyway, so for Zelda 3D Maker, what games would you use? I guess, well, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and well, here's when it gets more complex. Because I don't know if I will put like, let's say Wind Waker, then Twilight Princess, and oh, then I did it early. Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and even Breath of the Wild, but because I mean, for 3D environments, like, you can make simple hammer, edit, or whatever. Guess I'm going to need this. Damn it, the fairy though. Or whatever. Priorities. Anyways, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can handle making Wind Waker or Twilight Princess with a kind of limited editor. I don't think this guy is going to flinch. Well, he doesn't care. For now, at least. Looks a bit rusted though. Wow. Am I going to get the old Link weapons or... Yes, look at this door, man. Look over ominous. And I cannot even open it. Also, I haven't been noticing or appreciating, I say, the map. Let's see. Goodbye, man. Easy peasy. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I can see maybe Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. I mean, I think since Wind Waker is a more aesthetically game, aesthetic looking game, I think making janky environments is, you know, something that would look good. But let's say Twilight Princess, I think it could handle janky user-made environments. Does that make any sense? I mean, but then you got like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. I think maybe just making a Skyward Sword would be too overkill, because I will say that maybe Skyward Sword doesn't really add anything to the table. I mean, I'm saying this without really putting too much into it, but I think the game is too complex for a Zelda Maker kind of thing in order for it to be good, I'll say. Like, it requires a lot more from the user just to make something that looks good and plays good. Where Twilight Princess is pretty much Ocarina of Time HD per se. And Breath of the Wild, well, I think oddly enough, even though what I just say about Wind Waker, I think the aesthetics of Breath of the Wild can carry whatever. Ah, damn it. I'm more interested in Breath of the Wild for the gameplay itself. However, I mean, Breath of the Wild didn't exactly have dungeons per se. I mean, before Divine Beast and the mini dungeons, but I don't know, man. But who knows, right? Maybe just developing the Ocarina Maker and it suddenly is like, well, it can work. Alright, well, I guess that will help. I'm just going to throw this one just for the sake of it. Doesn't even reach. Well, whatever. You know, I think what really adds to the ambience in these levels is just the particles effects. Because otherwise it might just seem like you say Yankee. Well, just a 3D environment, which looks good. Oh, why did I jump? Exactly, why did I jump? Because I mean, it just adds to the general composition. Oh boy. Okay, I'm actually surprised that worked. I wonder what it could be. What? With some fibers. Heat resistance, what? That's crazy. Nice. Would it be a good idea to jump off, or no? I think it's just the way back. I was about to say, is this actually fire resistance? And I just go and jump into it. Then I remember, wait, the Goron tunic itself wasn't fire resistance to direct fire. By the time I had that on my mind, it was already too late. I had already jumped. Anyways, let's wait over here. No, it was over here. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess Ocarina of Time, of course. Majora's Mask, granted. And I guess you could do something like the Master Shift collection and just be able to just shift back and forth between the 3D version and the original version. Which kinda takes me to my next point. I mean, will it handle like the Master Chief Collection with as extremely jank as it is the actual games? Oh man, I should have brought more fire. Well, let me start a little then come back. Anyways, because the Master Chief Collection uses the original games as a base, and well, as good as they were, the original Halo trilogy is extremely horrendously coded. I mean, anyone who mods any Halo game will tell you that. And you might say, well, that was awful. Well, maybe modders don't have a, say, grounded base to say whatever a game is stable or not. But if you consider how easy it is for people to use mod Half-Life, maybe it's not such a bad source to take it from. That makes sense. I mean, of course, even people who make source mod will tell you that Half-Life is a little janky, but when you get it running, you get it running, man. Oh well, I don't want to be dragging this for too long. Oh yeah, I'm like, what was I saying that for? But yeah, I mean, I guess Nintendo will say, well, use the original code for these games, whatever, man. Kinda have questions about the Switch back there, but whatever. The silver light shall illuminate the path across the dark abyss. Alright. God damn it. Really? I saw the silver rupee. Can I get it with the just slingshot? Wait. No, I guess not. Guess I just drop down. Well, this is just asking for it. Not like that. No. Oh, damn it. I don't even know where I'm going to run with this, but I'm running. Not over here though. That was a bad idea. Oh boy, now we're going to be hearing that all throughout. I mean, I know that this game must ask you if you want to save if you die, but I don't know. Jesus. Oh man, that ain't nice. Come on, Link, you're right. You're right, man. I'm going down. Yo, hold up. Yo, hold up. I mean, I know I'm technically going to use it the next hit I get, but I think I'd rather have one pocket. Was I meant to bring more flame? Damn it, bro. I'm not down for that. I get it because down sounds like dawn, and this game is dawn and dusk. Okay, I'll stop. Moron. Probably upstairs, anyways. Anyway, so I guess probably you will have to make the game from the ground up. I mean, if you're at least considering using more than just Ocarina of Time as a base. Oh man. Well, let's go the other way and see what we find. Oh, well, there it is. Alright. Come on. Hopefully the rupees didn't went away. I mean, oh, god damn it. I mean, probably I'm not explaining it too much, but I'm just saying that it can be like source, like hammer editor, but maybe people are not really familiar with that, as in my own explanation, but you can make some really incredible things like that, especially when you consider, like, let's say, event-based scenarios. Like, for example, Link got 5 rupees. Okay, once 5 rupees are gotten, these things happen. These camera angle triggers, these scene triggers, and whatnot. The amount of little things you can do with hammer just as a base is incredible, dude. Again, without really needing to know how to code anything. I'm guessing the door opens, so let's go over there. Or I guess I'm guessing an invisible path got created. That makes sense? Got created at the entrance and we just need to light this thing up. Leave me alone. I'm so slow. Good thing Link stopped, otherwise I would have just run off. No bro, just save it up. Alright. I mean, even a terrain generator is so easy with hammer, man, so... These weird slopes and whatever can be made too. Anyway, so I guess if you are using Ocarina as a base, it will be quote-unquote simple. But if you want to add, say, Twilight Princess or Wind Waker or things like that, then it gets a bit more complicated. Especially because, like I said, Ocarina can take a jank-looking levels, no problem. Twilight Princess, I will argue too. Well, jank-looking levels for Wind Waker, it just looks too ugly. But, well, I guess it will be part of the charm. Damn it, really? Well, whatever. I guess the other part is that users are going to make awful looking levels. That much is true. But, whatever. I guess it's just part of the charm. I guess the only issue that I could see arising is the environmental lighting. Because I mean, this area looks really nice. There's like shadows over there, shadows over here and whatnot. But how can the editor make them without, you know, fucking burning the switch? I'm guessing, well, Ocarina of Time uses a simple baking process, just so everything doesn't look full bright. But I think if you want to have something more complex, like Twilight Princess or anything else, then I guess it gets a bit complicated. Was that always here? Oh shit! I'm thinking, I hope I don't need to have the shield in order to, you know, crouch. Damn it. I was thinking maybe if I could hold on the platform, but seems that that may not be an option. I kinda want to go back to the hotel because I'm thinking that maybe there's a bomb bag, but I think that would require a lot of travel just to see if there's anything. Well, I'm just going to check anyways, alongside with a couple of things that I missed around here. Glad that the rocks just got removed. Idiot, you could have just brought this stupid flame over here, man. Damn it, BRB. Of course, making the Zelda Maker and whatnot seems like a straightforward idea, as not as straightforward as it sounds, actually. But usually, you know that Nintendo adds more than just, you know, the straightforward idea. For example, Super Mario Maker, other than being a level editor, you kinda just have the charm of Mario Paint and a bunch of additional things that may not be exactly Mario, but just add to the charm of the Maker itself. What I'm trying to say is that, well, there's that, and also like quality of life improvements to help the player. Let it be bombs. Such a thing that, I mean, of course, maybe players get stuck and they just don't want to spend like half an hour trying to figure things out. So maybe there's like a sort of help system, like pay 5 play coins just to get the items that you were supposed to have by this time. And it's like, well, you get play coins by beating dungeons. So you just like, well, give me more play coins. Oh, god damn it. So much good that's going to do for us. Quality of life improvements, so dungeons can actually be beaten. And I guess the creators will need to get feedback like, hey man, people are using play coins in this area just to get, I don't know, bombs. And it's like, well, maybe I can just update this thing and add a couple more bombs. Oh, that guy is gone. You know this? Speaking of quality of life, that's pretty good, bro. Oh, did he fall off? I don't know, man. Well, point is, we're good. I was mentioning a second ago that about the play coin system or whatever, the assistant, and then of course you're going to think, well, how is the game going to know what items does the player require at certain points? So I guess that before uploading the campaign level and whatnot, of course the creator needs to play it and finish it, and I guess the game should record what items what items the player has in certain rooms at certain points. I'm not going to keep this stupid shield yet. Or maybe in what sequence the items are gotten. Like, maybe you have Navi and tell you after you get the hook shot you're supposed to get the bow and arrow. Such and such. I mean, I don't know if they... well, it's gotta be around here. There's going to be another hard piece, probably. Huh. Now this is actually useful. I mean, it's not the bombs, but if there's other thing that I will have other than bombs at this moment, it was going to be that. Is it a good place to talk about The Last of Us 2? I don't think it is. Oh, there it is. Well, I'll say this. I don't think I'm going to be playing The Last of Us 2 anytime soon. I think I'm going to give it the Persona 5 treatment, wait 3 years until it's on a clearance bin at Best Buy and get it for $20 or something. I mean, there are a lot of things I don't like about the game, but I think it's mostly how the story is handled. I think it's just tried to be too harsh for the sake of being harsh rather than, you know, actually developing and building stuff. I don't plan on spoiling the game here because, I mean, you certainly aren't watching Zelda just to get spoiled on The Last of Us. But characters get de-characterized, and it's like, why would this character do this at this point when they never do it before? And such, and maybe it's a little too hard, like a little too hard to watch per se, just for the sake of being hard to watch. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say. Let's keep it Zelda focus now. Oh, that's actually open now. I guess that's what I missed. Anyways, just give me a second. There we go. I don't expect anything out of that chest. Oh wow, the metal shield. Areas where its strength will also instantly break projectiles. Nice. It looks pretty good. A simple variation of the Hylian shield. And it doesn't look extremely... Wow! It's actually a small shield. Cool. I find it interesting when Link is able to use the huge shield per se, like in Majora's Mask. Anyways, that wasn't that far off actually. Alright, let's see now. Well, the lady doesn't mind this, but Jesus. Ouch. Well, I don't know if it's haunted per se, but well, not exactly something to aid on our quest, but well, we got a couple of items that will help us, especially this metal shield bottle. I think that's about it though. Well, BRB. That was close. I figured that chicken was going to be good for something, but I don't think there's really anything for us here. Maybe. Probably another heart piece. Three hearts. Alright. Hey man. In the river. It was in the river. I could have sworn I saw it floating down the river. I guess talking about the bottle. I was thinking hopefully I don't have to give it chase to it. Oh, what? Please, bro. Thank you. Oh, well, what do you know? Well, I guess that's as much as we're getting. Well, back into the fray, even though we really didn't find anything per se. Alright, well, we actually needed a shield. Oh! Now we needed to do a backflip. Well, just be mindful about this. Speaking of, how much health I lose? A full heart. Ah man, where did we solve Fairy though? Well, I'm just going to keep trying again. What's the worst thing that happens? I die. That's exactly what's going to happen. Anyways, let's just, you know, be patient, alright. Oh boy, he doesn't look friendly at all. He's probably going to knock us off. Really? I'm thinking there was a fair chance that he could probably shoot me and kill me, but what are the odds? Odd enough. Please start me into the dungeon. Oh, the Lord is telling me to make a save state just to avoid that, but I'm being lazy. Whoa. Really? Get lost, man. I'm thinking, you know, let's keep it on piece person then. I just remember hearing about any little impossible drops, so let's see about that. Bro! Bro, in slow-mo. Should be fine, should be fine, should be fine. Nah, I don't know about it. It's too early. Remember that save state thing? We always get hit once with this thing. And I fear that's going to kill us. Jesus, dude, I was just about to drop the shield. Get lost, man. What am I going to do the next one? I'm going to save state, that's what I'm going to do. It's barely visible. Alright, let's just run to this dumb, really not maze. Clever me, going to make a save state. Don't mind Link just sleeping off to his death. I guess I should talk about how suddenly emulation for the 64DD appeared out of nowhere. I mean, I'm not going to say I have been really paying attention to this 64 emulation, the scene, but this game came out and suddenly I hear that Project 64 has a 64DD support. As far as I know, there was only like a single emulator that could pull that off. Well, you already win, bro. Just drop down, boy. That was close. Well, I guess I just jump here and call it quits. Passing the ride, not the gameplay. Can you give me something? Because boy, I don't want to be doing that again. What should be a boss fight or something? Oh boy. There are a couple of things that scream problem or trouble, and this is one of those. Grand Dusk Architect Pierre Dubuton. Oh shit! Pierre. Well, I'm glad that he just appeared after I read that thing. Alright, hopefully he just leave us alone and he just circle around. Alright. I was going to mention that Zelda Maker will need a music maker a la Mario Paint. Yeah, you killed me. Of course, you downsider. Ah, wait a moment. I believe I remember now why it came to be like this. I, the royal architect of Dusk, was led astray by a false god. You, who broke my curse, hear my tale. I was an architect in this land of Dusk. My creations were praised for their beauty and integrity. Yet, those days did not last. Alas, I found myself ripped away from my passion by conflict. Home, the Dusk side, all itself at odds with your land, the Dawn side. The residents of the Dawn side accused our guardian deity of terrorizing their quiet village. To us it was utter blasphemy. Our deity would do no such thing. All who live in Dusk side, including myself, prepared for battle. In the ensuing fight, many lost their lives, and it seems that I did as well. That battle must have taken place many years ago. However, you are too much young to remember. I can only assume that the downside fared better than my home. Oh, how bittersweet. Indeed, I can see how true those claims were. Feels as if I was blinded by some dark force while I was alive. That beast of the dusk is no guardian. If I had any sense, I would have bashed it right over its blasted head. Yet, now is not the time for regret. I can see you are on a quest. In my state, I can only help you with a small bit of information about this place. There should be an old tool of mine buried somewhere around here. If you find it, you can use it as you wish. I will say it's quite powerful. Seems that my time has come. Finally. I must join those who died alongside me. Farewell. Speaking of tools, this one? Nah, it's probably use the key. Oh, this is a nice looking place, my mausoleum and all. Well, shit. Let's no bother the old bones anymore and just get out of here. Anyways, yeah, Music Maker, and I'm thinking that it should be able to be shared with other users. Like, there should be like a music section where you just upload your stuff and search for other stuff that you can use in your own... Oh shit, dungeon! That was quick. Why is the music still bumping? Okay. Time to get more flames, bro. Alright, yeah. Well, if we have the hammer, which that's what I'm thinking we're going to get. I'm guessing that we're not getting bombs. That's alright though. So weird seeing Link using these tools. But well, whatever. It's kinda like in Majora's Mask, Link using the adult Link weapons like the hookshot and bow. I bet it's just rupees or something. Yep. I'm still investigating what was on the room before. Sorry if the beeping is irritating. I'm frankly used to it, so it's whatever. Oh, nice. I think we actually went back to see what it was. But yeah, Music Maker, you make compositions, you upload them. You see that how many people download them and which... No! Did I save? Wait, no, forget about it. Let's save again, Jesus. What happened there? Well, jump scare, that's what happened. Haha, got me. It got him. Haha. Let's just count, or I don't know what the phrase is, let's just count our blessings and move on or something. You get what I mean. I was thinking more no, because I didn't save. I can imagine just people making Persona renditions with the Music Maker. Which of course will use Ocarina of Time instrument. Here's when I think it gets a bit more complex, because if you want to add, let's say, Twilight Princess and other games, those renditions are more complex than just, say, MIDIs. But well, I guess... Well, technically, I mean, programs like Fruity Loops, whatever the name of that thing is, you're just putting things over and over on top one of another, like MIDIs, just a bit more complex. So maybe it's not that complicated to make more complex tracks. But anyways, let's save. And let's also save with this. Hey, when you kick me out, bro. Should we just take this kid somewhere further? Nah, man. They don't pay us enough to do that. Wait, he just... playing Ring Around the Roses with that thing, anyways. Sure. Let's look at the sky a little though. Alright. I was thinking if we were surrounded by mountains or something. Now, boy. Can we actually give this guy the sleep? Just looking at the map though, and I don't know. Okay, well, maybe. Actually, it's fine. Amazing, this water is just quote-unquote invisible. Anyways. I have questions. Damn it. Well, I'll figure it later. Probably not that complex and I'm just wasting time. Bring around the roses. Gotcha. Oh, I guess I got too close. Well, don't worry about it. I have been recording for an hour and a half. I'm kinda tired, even though it's like 10:16 in the morning. I know, completely different from what we usually do. Alright. At least the camera angle was good enough to let me know that there was something down here. Where is that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter where it is. This guy actually moves in a way that, you know... No, we cannot. Sneak by. I mean, probably we would... let's just check the other way then. Where are we going to find these things? I mean, probably. Oh. On the contrary, we're going to use them. Alright. I'm just going to push it on the other side, just so it triggers when we put this thing on top rather than first we trigger it, then we put it again and then trigger it again. That makes sense for you. Alright. Alright, let's see. Is it going to be like this every time? Damn it. Just have to risk it. You know, it was this close. Damn it. No, nice note. I'm glad they just don't shank me and leave me for dead. Yo, it's kinda like, in a way, pixel perfect, bro. It's kinda... It's a little too much. No, damn it. Well, as long as that thing is, you know... lit on. Damn it. Oh jeez, I wonder why this thing just turned on all of a sudden. I don't know. Alright, that was only extremely annoying. But we made it. Kinda. Jesus. People just doesn't shut the fuck up on the street, man. Come on, man, no one wants to hear all that incessant moaning. Or at least not like that. You know, this place kind of reminds me of Guest Force Gemini. I don't remember the name of that place, but it was kind of like this close quarters garden kind of place. Huh. Weird. No, weird. I wasn't expecting that. Then again. How long is the game? I don't think it's too long actually. Maybe this is, you know, it. Come on. Alright, well. Save again. This. Save like this. And let's go. Whoa. Oh, it's Balagia. Or whatever the name of this thing is here. I was thinking, what about the bosses for Zelda Maker? I guess you could just have the Ocarina bosses, but I guess there's only so much you can edit those rooms again. And I'm thinking, how hard could it be to make a programmable AI within a game? Umbradia, the Floating Beast. Then again, the Nintendo Labo kinda did something amazing. The one that let you build stuff. But incredibly enough, Nintendo messed it up by just, you know, not allowing you to share the Labo creation. So, well, that's another kind of worms. Umbradia, this beast controls those who reside in the Dusk side. Don't fall prey into its influence. Alright. Careful now. I need to remember that I don't have a fairy. Oh wait, hold on. It's because, I mean, we have only the Kokiri sword, which is completely not the Kokiri sword. And it only does so much damage, the Ivico stick does more, as far as we remember from the other Zelda hack. I was saying, let's be on the move, but let's be careful actually. Oh shit. We take those. We're puestos like them, por ahí. Alright. Okay, you're an asshole, but I'm pretty sure I can hit it. Oh, damn it. Well, so much for the fairy. Pretty sure we can just clip hit this thing. Maybe not 2 hearts, bro. Again. So good, so much good that did for us. I think I'm going to save it just after the cutscene because Jesus, I mean, takes a bit more time than I wanted to take. Oh, nice. we take those. Please don't move around while I'm doing this. You're moving around while I'm doing this. I was going to... Well, whatever. Go on, boy. Come on. Link doesn't realign if you don't move him. And that's the problem. Told you could do it. Told you. But it's kind of suicidal though. So I don't know how really worth it is. It will be really convenient if we could actually just use the shield like a turtle, but it's not on this version. Oh, I did a trick. I did a thing, but it's worthless because I need to fix the hammer. You know, I'm doing a mid-boss save because I'm thinking if I die and screw this up, I don't want to be doing this all over again. Kill Link for 5 plate coins, I can revive you again, even if you don't have a fairy. Alright. Damn it. Oh shit, I was thinking I want to move out of the way because this thing just do that hair thing. Kinda annoying. Oh, that did so long. Good. He's dead, that's what it is. I wasn't expecting harpies, but I guess it would have been even more pointless just to not let it spawn. Lead development and music. Captain CDI. Alright. You know, even a short hack like this one is a good proof of concept for Zelda Maker. I mean, simple dungeons. It took me like 2 hours to beat. Alright, well, shit. That was good. For more mods like this, you can visit Hylian modding. That's where you get the other one. Dark Hyrule Fantasy. I'm guessing this is it, boys. Well, it was pretty good, short and sweet. Didn't overstay his welcome because I was kind of getting tired. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to put whatever links in the description and whatnot. So well, thank you so much for watching. Guess I'll see you when I see you, everyone. Take care. And remember, drink water, wear a mask, don't be an idiot. Even if you don't get sick, other people can. So just wear a mask. Anyways, see you.